Earlier this week on Q8 I liked it a lot, but it didn't have enough power on my main chart. Now I think there's going to be an SQ8, maybe even RSQ8 coming, but the whole thing kind of got me thinking, specifically got me thinking about why Audi's USA lineup is insanely unmatched. This is a new thing I want to do here on More Doug DeMuro. I'm going to keep taking your questions, and I'm going to keep doing videos with cars outside doing stuff, like with my Land Rover Defender earlier this week, but I also want to give my opinion on some topics where I think it's interesting or important, and so I'm incredibly infuriating. Now, this comes up, station wagon, and I talk about how it's the best all-around vehicle, and I always get a few tweets and a few emails from people saying, it's really the best all-around. Agree. Only there's a problem. Audi doesn't sell the RS6 Avant here in the North America at all. And this is something that will shock Europeans. Audi has never given the US market an RS6 in any form except for 6 sedans. That was it. We haven't gotten 6 before that, after that, and there is no RS6 Avant currently on sale. So you're thinking, well, all right, fine. To which I would respond, why not S-Class coupes and 6 Series, but they always tell me it's easy to sell M3s. There's always buyers out there for these relatively limited production, high performance. Well, Audi doesn't offer an RS4 sedan in Europe either. G and M cars, they're very desirable, they're very aspirational. So why doesn't Audi give us the brown diesel manual station wagon and a car that only I will like? Yeah, most popular performance cars, and Audi basically just gives sales and profits. It's just ridiculous that Audi looks at the C63, we're not gonna do that. Instead, we're just gonna keep making the Q2. Yes, Americans, the Q2 is unbelievably an actual vehicle. Anyway, it doesn't stop here. Audi does not offer in the United States the S1. Now, Audi doesn't sell the A1 in the United States, considered too small for our market, and I get that. Only offered as sedans, which is infuriating. Listen to the Europeans, if you're in North America and you want an A3 hatchback, your only option is an electric one. They don't offer the A3 as a gas-powered vehicle in hatchback form as an A3, an S3, or an RS3. We get the Mercedes-Benz GL Trackhawk, but Audi won't give us the RS7. Audi also won't give us the RSQ3, the subcompact SUV, which is sold in foreign markets. The way I understand it, we only get in North America half of Audi's lineup, but why not all of them? It doesn't make any sense to me, and it's especially perplexing for 2 major reasons. One is the USA is a huge, in general, have lots of disposable taxes and relatively low prices. When it comes to vehicles, Americans have it good, which is why every AMG model is sold in the United States, pretty much, except AMG exists, they sell, but not Audi. It seems like the USA would be such an obvious market, but Audi doesn't do it. And it's also perplexing because Audi has put so much energy into the R8. They came out with the R8 10 years ago, and they put it in the Iron Man movies, and they made sure every dealer had one so you could go in and see it with the cool headlights, and they put it in a lot of advertisements just to show how sporty and performancy they are, but where are all its cars? It doesn't make any sense that Audi basically gives BMW to Mercedes-Benz, especially as it relates to 4 and the RS. Now, one of the arguments I hear about this is that Audi doesn't want to compete with the other Bentayga. They didn't come out right away with the R8 because it would compete with the Cayenne. To which I say, you trying to sell cars? I mean, what is your thinking here? Why not compete with the other brands? Why not, if someone's going to get a Cayenne, maybe they don't want a Cayenne, they get an RSQ8. Great. Either way, they bought a Volkswagen Audi Group vehicle. But instead, you neuter the lineup. There's no RS6 Avant because you're worried about competition with paint. Fine. I went and bought a Mercedes. There's no RS7 because you're worried about competition with Bentayga. Fine, the GL63 is the most popular car in that class. By not competing with their own vehicles, if that really is their goal, they're basically giving up on market share that Audi could have in one of the most hungry markets in the entire car industry. It makes no sense. So to all of you, I can't, not available. And here's the crazy thing. If it was available, I would have an RS6 Avant over my E63 wagon. I would rather have the Audi, but they don't offer it here. I don't have the option. And so that is a sale that Mercedes-Benz is putting strategy in North America when it comes to performance cars. And so that is my first automotive opinion editorial. I'm sure there will be more as I think of them in the future.